Hi, welcome to Pictures, Noise and Words. I'm Hedgy.
I'm Paz.
And this is Nameless One, he says, looking down quick. A song called Teller of the Genesis, which just happens to be the title track of this album. 2016, this video.
Did you get a request for this one?
I got a request for this one, I did. This is a request from UberNoodleX, who lived in Japan for a long time. Not sure whether he still lives in Japan, but certainly lived there for quite a long time, knows his Japanese music. Said, give this one a go. I haven't seen it, and I'm guessing you haven't seen this.
No.
On a side note, so while we're talking about Japan, Mike, who you saw for that 6-video series I did about introducing metal genres, has to go to Japan for work sometimes, and he went to Japan literally a couple of weeks ago, and he brought me back this. Can you see it? And now if I just hold it still, do you see it's nodding? I'm not doing that. There's a little sort of what are they called?
Is it a light sensor?
No, a sensor. Yeah, solar sensor thing. But there's a light in front of me shining this way, and that's enough to set it off. But you put this thing in daylight, and it literally nods and nods more vigorously. And it sounds like a clock, like a big clock. And you can just hear it going. And the first time I heard it, I'm literally looking, the hell is that? You know, looking around all over the place. And it will just go and go forever, non-stop. And the light, the artificial light that it's under right now is enough to make it go. But you put it in sunlight, and this thing really goes. So
it looks like it's having a rock out. So what you need
so it's
to do
basically, Metal Samurai.
is find out how many beats per minute that it's nodding at, and try and sync it.
And find a song that's running at the same thing.
And put him there, so it basically
you can't see it. No. If I put it down, there you go, it's gone. But yeah, which is really cool. Just thought I'd just share that, so he can live there for a bit. But yeah, sunlight gets on it, and literally, it's which in a quiet room it's either soothing or annoying depending on how you're feeling. Anyway, this has nothing to do with that. Just thought, Japan. I'm not jealous at all that he keeps going to Japan. Yeah, Nameless One. Don't know anything about him. Might as well just get on with it.
Yeah, crack on.
People will be terribly interested in my nodding samurai, I'm sure. Oop, I missed the button. Try again.
And again.
Eventually.
Nice cheeky chord change at the end
Were the end?
Yeah.
I was just going to say, there was just like that key change, literally like 8 bars from the end.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that. I thought, wow, that was quite smoothly just snuck in there.
It was, yeah.
Wasn't it?
Wasn't expecting it right at the end.
That was good, that. Singer's a lunatic. Just saying. At the... I was saying, not like... I think it was on the Novaria video about dueling harmonised guitars and everything, and got the Iron Maiden sort of riffage,
well,
and the harmonised guitars. It's like, yay!
And I'm contemplating whether to put this in my book or not, because I think I might.
It's close.
I think I might do, because there's enough in it that I thought that really good, and there's enough in it that it might be putting me off putting it in.
The only thing that would put me off, and this is like more like for about the first third of the song, was his voice, and then I kind of got used to it.
Are you sure it's a he? Couldn't tell under all the robes and hair.
The singer's voice.
Singer's voice.
That was a he. The bass player was a he as well. Oh God, if I'm wrong, I'm in so much trouble.
Do you want this spade to keep digging in the hole?
What was I saying? I don't know. Yes, and then by halfway through or whatever, the singer's voice fit the song for me.
Right.
Because I got used to it and it kind of slotted in, and I liked his pronouns. I liked their rah! It just had the right tone. And we did Veiled in Scarlet. And the biggest problem was they had this harsh singing singer that was monotone, though. It was just shouted in the same. And this, I wish I could put my finger on it, but this kind of has more of a melodic. There's more depth. There's more
depth and
something.
Intonation in the.
Let's go with that. Intonation.
In the growling, I suppose, the best way.
Yeah. So, and obviously, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, because some people just don't like the voices like that. And I must admit, at the very first third, I thought, do I want to listen to
another one of these?
Another one of these, kind of thing. And then. But the music was so good, and it did fit together. That's the thing. In my humble opinion,
there's elements of, here's another one of these type bands. So we got to do something for me to do something special in it. I don't know if you noticed, I had to turn that down.
I didn't know whether you would turn it up or down.
No, I had to turn it down because the guitars, I don't think, were they too loud? But they were a tone that was really great in my ears.
Oh, right,
maybe it's just these headphones. So I turned them down, and they were drowning out the singer. So the singer didn't really come across as well as.
Whereas I didn't notice that.
Because I'm thinking it's maybe the headphone and just the tone. That guitar tone is quite scratchy,
right?
And I do feel quite loud. But I don't want to hold that against them, and that's why they might make it into the book, because the music, let's face it, was very melodic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
the touch of the Iron Maidens for me.
And the middle bit, well, it's like every Japanese band like this. You just waiting. let's get the singing out. Let's get the solo in, because they're always really inventive.
10-minute solo,
and the proficiency of the musicians.
Let's get the first solo in.
Are always first class. And I thoroughly enjoyed that, the middle bit. So there's lots of elements that I really like in it, and it was only let down by, I couldn't really pick out what the singer was, maybe because of the headphones, and I think production wise, or the tone of the guitars, spoilt it a little bit. But it could be these headphones. So I say I might put it in the book, just so I can check it when I get back down to earth to see if I was right or wrong, because there's a lot in there that I really liked. Is that fair?
This is completely fair. I really liked it too. I didn't jump on my book, but I thought, this is good. This is good stuff.
Yeah.
And I think the difference will be whether it's your genre or not, how much you like it beyond that point. Because from whether you like it or not, the quality is there.
Yes. Totally,
and then it just becomes down to personal preferences on the sound or the voice or the speed or the whatever. And I'm also starting to think, and I'm probably completely wrong here, that there is a style of Japanese drumming. That drummer drummed in a way that I've heard Japanese drummers drum, and there's no way I can explain it, just because it'll be me waving my arms about and making funny noises, which I'm sure will be very entertaining, but won't help. But there's a I might be wrong, but I'm just getting a feeling there is a Japanese way of playing the drums. That doesn't make sense though. But hey ho. Every time I see it from now on, I'm going to point it out.
We've done quite a few of these types, like Nameless One and Veiled in Scarlet, and that is it. Shizei, very similar,
Yes.
and that one that we liked, but we thought was very precise. Was it the Devil Inside? That Devil in the.
Oh yes, I know what you mean. I know Devil Inside, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I must go back to that because there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Maybe it was just the mood I was in. Because
my problem with that one, Devil Inside, was that it felt manufactured, whereas this doesn't. This feels like, and this may have been manufactured. It could be a person's band or whatever, but it didn't feel like it. They've managed to put it together in a way that it felt like a band, I suppose. Because I thought when I first saw the singer, I must admit, I thought, I bet it's his band, her band, their band.
But I'd say I've just named 4 bands, whatever. If you throw a tablecloth over it, it would cover all bands, wouldn't it? If you're talking genre-wise. So it's obviously a style, and I think for you to stand out, you need to, I don't know, you have to do something slight.
You have to dress like that and wave a sword about.
Maybe. Yeah. Don't say have a gimmick. Maybe just
that's the formula.
Just have great songs. So it's simple as that. And be great. Because I think
that's the important thing, because you can't see it when you're playing the music normally.
No.
You don't. I mean, most people, I would think, don't consume all of their music while watching the video. You're playing it in your house or in the car or wherever you're walking down the street or whatever. That's where it matters, doesn't it? Does it tick your boxes?
I very rarely watch music.
No,
watch music.
I guess.
Like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's only because we do this that I've seen so many music videos, and I do try to factor that in when I'm talking about something like. Sometimes the videos are really good and they're distracting. Sometimes they're really bad and they're distracting, and you have to kind of shut it out and think, what will this sound like in my real life when I'm just hearing it? Like say in the car or on the shuttle back to Earth or whatever. Does it pass that sort of muster for that? But yeah, and I thought that had lots of energy, and I can see me enjoying that and beating the hell out of my steering wheel while I'm driving down.
Plus, you also know if a band's going to put themselves into this genre, they have to be of a really good.
You've got to have
standard.
the musical chops.
Yeah. It's not a
need to have practiced
12-bar blues stuff, is it? Really, you have to, like I say, have the chops to play this type of stuff, and that's which also lends the fact that you're going to get great middle sections and great musical parts as well.
Like you say, Japanese power metal band or whatever. They are powery metal. You go. It's the
middle break.
Coming.
So put my feet up, get a cup of tea. I'm going to enjoy this one.
Yeah, this will be the first solo, and then there'll be another one at the end because anyway.
Because they can.
Because they can. What do you think? Let us know. I really enjoyed it. See you soon.
See you next.
Bye bye.